Hello everyone. We are talking about the state chart diagram, and in the previous part we understood that what is state chart diagram and what is the benefit, right? Today we will talk about the elements of state chart diagram. So what are the elements? Elements means we know that the objects elements which we can use to draw the particular diagram that we call the elements. In the state chart diagram, mostly all the elements are similar like the other diagrams like activity or the collaboration diagram, but yes, few things are different and that we will talk. The first element is initial state. Okay, so this is the initial state, means the entry point. We discussed about this like entry point and exit point in the last session, that when you draw the state chart diagram, always keep in mind that there is always the entry point and exit point, right? So your entry point is nothing but your initial state. After completion of the process, the task, final state, that is your exit. In between two things happen. One, you change the state and you do the transition, right? So if I say that this is your initial state, this is your final state, right? This is your entry, this is your entry, and this is your exit, this is your exit, this is your exit. But in between this object may have multiple states, right? Multiple states, like the first state and the second state, state 1, state 2, it can be anything. But from this state, from initial state to reach to the S1, we need transition, right? So in between initial state and the final state, we have two things, states and transition. So here we have two states and transition. So from S1 to S2, I'll need transition. From S2 to final, I'll need transition, right? So these four elements we use to change the states, right, or to draw the state chart diagram. So initial state, final state, and the transition. Now let's talk about all these different states. What does it mean? So here we have first we have the simple state. The simple state means a single state. There is no substate. Means what? When I say that there is a if I say that there is a door, right? There is a door. Okay, there is a door. So this is closed, and then I have wait a minute. Okay. So it is opened, right? So this is the door. So we are talking about the simple state, means there is no substate. When I say that door is closed and door is opened, so there is no any other state of the door. It can be either open or the closed, right? There is no any in between state. So this is called a simple state. This is called the simple state, means there is no any substate, means in between this there is no any state of the door. It can be either open or the close. If we talk about the switch, any switch, so it can be on or off, only two states. There is no any middle state. So this type of states we call it the simple state. And when we talk about the transition means the process or the force we apply to change the state from close to open, from open to close, from on to off, and from off to on, right? So this is the example of the simple state. After the simple state, after the simple state, here we have the second super state or the composite state. Composite state means the group of multiple states, right? Composite states, multiple states. And other is concurrent composite states. It's a composite, means multiple states would be there but concurrent. And the third one is the composite, but it's a sequential. What does it mean? So when we have a simple composite state, then concurrent, and the sequential. What does it mean? It means that any composite state means multiple states are there. For example, here we have right? So here we have the object. We can consider any object. This is your initial state and this is your final state. But from initial to final, to reach from initial to final, there are other states. It can have other states. Like to reach to final state, I need to cross these two states as well. So this type of condition we call it composite. Composite states means to reach to the final state, I need multiple states. For example, ATM machine. If I say I want to withdraw the money, I want to withdraw the money. In that case, the initial state is my ideal machine and I don't have money, and my final state is cash is in my hand. That is my final state. But in between, multiple states are there. States of the machine, states of the user, right? Multiple states. Like if you talk about the user, sometimes it has to enter the data, sometimes it has to read the data, sometimes it has to wait. So multiple states. But if we say that machine, so machine has different states. Like it is waiting for the pin, it is talking to the database, right? It is communicating with the database. So multiple states are there. So that we call the composite state, which composite state means contains multiple substates. So here we have multiple substates. This is my single process which has multiple substates. Okay, now when we say the concurrent means what? The substates active at the same time. Means something I am doing together. Like if I say that this is state 1 and state 2, both are in an active mode. At the same time. Both are active at the same time. But when I say sequential means exactly one of its substate is active, not all the states, right? So that is called the sequential. We will understand this too with one more example. So composite means multiple substates, concurrent means substates active at the same time, and sequential means exactly one of its substate is active. And the last one is substate. It can be nested inside other, that we have already discussed. So this is the suppose this is substate, this is one state, and let's say inside it one more substate is there. So that we call the nested. Now let's understand this substate concurrent and sequential. Okay, so let's say that there is a process attending a class, right? So when you're attending the class, the one is your, okay, let me write it over here. Okay, so here you are attending the class, right? This is your process for which you want to draw the state chart diagram. Now your initial is you are entering into the class, right? And the final when you leave the class. So this is your entry. In between you are attending the class. So there are multiple substates of you, right? Multiple substates of the student. Like he is in a reading mode, he is in a writing mode, he is in a discussion state, right? He is in a listening state, right? Multiple states when you are attending the lecture. But when I say that substates active at the same time, means suppose your professor is dictating something or displaying something on the board and you have to prepare, you have to write your notes. In that case we can say that you are reading from the board and you are writing in the notebook. So two things you are doing together, right? So that we call this substates active at the same time. At the same time you are reading and writing, you are reading and writing. And suppose your professor is dictating something, means we can say that you are listening and you are writing, you are listening and you are writing, right? So this is the concurrent composite states. But when we say exactly one of its substate is active, means what? That if your professor says that first listen me carefully and then you can write in your own words, right? In that case you are not reading anything, you are not discussing anything, you are not listening anything, but you are just analyzing the topic and you are preparing the notes, you are writing in your notebook. Means you have multiple states but exactly one of its substate is active, right? Suppose your professor is explaining something, means you are not writing anything, you are not you are not reading anything, you are not writing anything, you are not discussing anything, but you are listening, right? You are listening the lecture. So that we call the sequential composite states, where exactly one of its substate is active and substate are nested inside the other. Means when we have a one state of writing, right? When I say that you are writing, but substate is you are reading, you are listening, so many things you are doing, right? So this is about the different elements of the state chart diagram along with the different types of states or the different state of states, right? Different types of states. So this is about the elements and different states. More we will discuss about the state chart diagram in the next part, where we will see the example of state chart diagram. So that's it for today.